Well, a very warm welcome ahead of tonight's latest Spy Rights quiz. Live football returning tonight. Have you been watching the game? It's just finished. Goalless at Villa Park. Aston Villa against Sheffield United. And controversy once again in football. If you've been watching that game, very controversial incident. So we know that football is back. When people are complaining about refereeing decisions, apparently the referee's phone only told him at half time that it was a goal, so very odd, that one. Also, in the news tonight, Barrow promoted to the EFL, so congratulations to them. See to former Spy Rights Ian Everett and Sam Hurd. The National League sending the press release to us just 2 minutes before it was announced. Yep, so we put that out as soon as possible. So tonight, Phil Tooley has always put in the questions together for these Spy Rights quizzes. And because it's the 12th quiz, it's based on substitutes. So all the questions based on substitutes. Some cracking questions as always. So if you've just joined us, the pin code there is 60216, and then tap the screen once you've put in that pin code. We'll be getting underway at about 10 minutes past 8. So plenty of time for you to log in, but if you've just put the number in, you do need to make sure that you've tapped the screen. Also, if you played before, don't use the previous pin code because that won't work. I know automatically it saves your name and pin code from before, so you do need to put that new one in, 60216. Different pin code every time. And for those of you who've not played before and unfamiliar with how it works, it's against the clock, multiple choice. Typically 40 seconds per question. There's a couple where we've allowed a little bit more time, but it's against the clock. You'll see the clock going down and at the same time the points going down. So the knack is to answer as quickly as possible to get as many points as possible. And your first answer is final. There's no going back. You can't change your mind as soon as you've logged in your answer. And I know that the current player was struggling to get to grips with that rule. Last week it was Scott Bowden. I read his name out and he did confirm that it was him playing. So hopefully Scott is joining us tonight. And of course another Spy Rights legend who's started playing of late, Dave Waller. Should hopefully be seeing him, as well as his tribute. We have the Dave Waller Tribute Act. He also is a regular competitor. So that pin code again, 60216. And then tap the screen when you've put in that pin code to make sure that you're registered for tonight's quiz. So rapidly approaching the 50 mark. It stands at the moment 44 and going up to 46 in no time. So important that you do tap the screen once you've put in that pin code 60216. So we've got just under 10 minutes now before we kick off. Also, I'll tell you about Saturday's live stream, well, the YouTube premiere at least, that we've been running throughout lockdown. We've had a match every Saturday at 3 PM. And the next YouTube premiere on Saturday is the Johnston's Paint Trophy win against Swindon Town. So that will be from 3 PM on Saturday. So please do join us for that. If you can't, then you will be able to take a look at any point after that. You'll be able to join the action while that's still in progress. In fact, I've just got a message from the aforementioned legend, Dave Waller. Welcome, Dave. just saying that he's in tonight, so we'll be looking out for you, Dave. Hope you got shooting boots on tonight. So, remains to be seen if we've got a current and a former striker amongst those taking part tonight. 60216, and then tap the screen once you've put that number in. And we'll get underway in around about 7 or 8 minutes time, so I'll return shortly. Welcome if you've just joined us. The pin code there on the screen shows 60216, and then tap the screen once you put that number in. And that will see you registered for tonight's quiz. Up for grabs again, a £10 voucher to spend in the Club Superstore when that reopens. No date yet given that, but of course, in the meantime, a click and collect service which returns tomorrow. That's from 11 AM till 1 PM. So that's for orders placed online. You can collect from a point which is near the West 5 entrance. So you turn into the car park, turn left, and there'll be a table outside West 5. That's only for online orders, so don't go along and place an order there. Unfortunately, we can't deal with actual orders or returns, exchanges, things like that until the Club Superstore has reopened. And of course, we're taking various safety measures to ensure the safety of staff and customers alike. So keep an eye on the club website and social media channels for all the details. We'll announce when that's going to reopen. So last week's winner, Moondog. We'll wait to see whether Moondog is with us tonight. I can't see until just before the quiz gets underway. We're approaching the 3-figure mark on 87 as I speak. And that pin code there, 60216. And then tap the screen to make sure you are registered. So hopefully we'll be soon up to 3 figures. And some chat on the YouTube channel in the comments section there, so might want to go on there and put in your own comments. So I'm just looking now and saying, Phil's saying Moondog, the reigning champ. He was a 10th different winner in the 11 quizzes to date. Only one female winner so far, Bellatrix Lespirite. So, will we have a new winner, or will Moondog come back and successfully defend his title? Cracking questions once again. Includes some photos and video as well. So reminder, if you've not played before, it's against the clock. The quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Multiple choice. And once you've pressed your answer, there's no turning back. You can't change your mind. Do make sure though that you don't jump the gun. There's a delay over the internet of approximately 5 or 6 seconds. That's when it's performing at its peak, and fingers crossed, all looks well tonight. So if you try and jump the gun, if you see the question and then think, I'll go for that before it's even been read out, just be careful that you don't go too soon. But you can press your keypad, your virtual keypad, as many times as you want. You just can't change your answer, but you will get a message flash up on your screen saying that you have answered. So we are at 3 figures. 100 is up now, and just a couple of minutes away from kickoff. We've lost some to the football. Of course, the return of Premier League action tonight. So we were averaging around about 160. So I think we have certainly lost some who are watching the matches. So 60216, and then tap the screen to make sure you're registered. And it's against the clock. The quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. So with less people, of course, increases your chances of winning. So thanks for those who are sticking with us, ignoring the football on TV, and taking part in tonight's quiz. And as it's the 12th quiz, it's all about substitutes. Phil Tooley putting together questions related to Spyrite's substitutes. So the pin code 60216, and then tap the screen. 20 questions in all. Generally 40 seconds per question. The quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Don't leave it till the last second, because with that time delay over the internet, if you go into the last 5 or 6 seconds, then a very real possibility that you'll miss out totally. Even if you answer right at the death, then your answer won't be registered and you'll miss out on your chance of winning. Keith Johnson on the comments on YouTube, he says, lol, my chances have increased on finishing bottom. Just had a message relayed to me about somebody trying to sign in, but it looks like they're perhaps going with an old pin code. So 60216 is the pin code. 60216, and then tap the screen. I think it might have been a previous one that they were trying. So remember that you can't use an old pin code. It has to be that new one, 60216. So we have gone just past kickoff time. Slight delay because of the message there about the sign-in. So one final call, 60216, and then tap the screen and you'll be registered to play in tonight's game. So best of luck, everyone. And we'll get underway now with tonight's Spyrites quiz. Okay, so let's take a look and see who we've got with us. Our youth, Phil Tooley's sub, Guessing that might be Emma, who kindly did a video for us to promote tonight's quiz. Oh yes, and I recognise the third one to sign in as well. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. I'm guessing that's, so I think we established that was Welsh. Ben CFC, Alex the Quizzard of Oz. Won't read everybody out, but let's have a quick flick through. Ooh Walla Walla, that's the Dave Waller tribute act. Kevin Wag, who won a sports quiz I put on the other night for the Walking Football Association. Well done, Kevin, for your performance in that one. Yeah, plenty of names who play regularly in the quizzes. Bellatrix Lespirite, we mentioned earlier, is the only female winner so far. Boca Seniors, I see there, a former winner. Might have missed out one or two former winners. Apologies if I have. The real Oh Walla Walla. And we've established that that is Dave Waller. Moondog, the reigning champion, is there on 71. Dunk Fletcher, 89, who likes taking photos of the quiz screens, which he's very kindly let us use. Have we got any more who joined? Oh, we have. Of course, we're past the 100 mark. We've got quite a number of ones I recognise there. Two-time former winner, Westbar Spirite. So, looks as though we have 116 taking part. So let's get underway. So the first time 3 subs ever appeared in a league match for Chesterfield was on the opening day of the 95-96 season. In which match? Was it Bury at home, Bury away, Oxford at home, or Oxford away? So answer as quickly as you can. The first time 3 subs ever appeared in a league match for Chesterfield, the opening day of the 95-96 season. Was it Bury at home, Bury away, Oxford at home, or Oxford away? And we have 15 seconds left. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is Oxford United away. Lost 1-0. Narbert, Morris and Hewitt were the sub. Just noticed just a handful of people had not answered. So just make sure that your live stream is right to the end. So if you're watching the YouTube channel on whatever device, just make sure that right to the end you have the stream so that you're not lagging behind. Also, it should have come up to say whether your vote has been registered. So let's take a look. How many people put D, the correct answer? Slightly the most popular one, 36 going for that, 34 for Bury at home. So who was the leader after question 1? Westbar Spirite, 2-time former winner, gets off to a cracking start. I Stroked a Badger second and ADI Gord in third. I'm going to say Smiley Face for fourth, Ginty, Westbar Spirite's Bird, Christchurch Spirite, Ben CFC, Walton Grove Blue and Samba Skills. That's the top 10 after the first question. On to question 2. The first Spirite sub to score a goal was on Boxing Day 68 and a 2-1 defeat at Notts County. Who was the number 12 who scored? Was it Charlie Bell, Neil Warnock, Tony Moore or Dennis Finnegan? Remember, if you have jumped the gun, make sure that you press again. You will have a message come up say that your choice has been registered. So the first goal scoring Spirite sub from 68, Charlie Bell, Neil Warnock, Tony Moore or Dennis Finnegan. 15 seconds left. And the answer is Charlie Bell replaced Ernie Moss. So how many people put A, Charlie Bell? Well, the second most popular answer after Tony Moore, and then Neil Warnock getting 28. Dennis Finnegan for 7. So let's take a look. Westbar Sparite was the leader after question 1. And ADI Gord takes over at the top. Must have been fractionally quicker. Level on points with Westbar Sparite, but the time does it slightly quicker. Christchurch Sparite in 3rd. Saltergate, Old Boy, Big Bill Cat, Kevin Wagg, Sammy Beachy, CSKA Pilsley, and Phil Tooley's sub. That's the top 10. Of course, CSKA Pilsley has played in different guises. Won the other week. This tonight is CSKA Pilsley. So on we go. And question 3. Which of these players scored with their first touch after coming on as a sub in the 1-1 draw at Scunthorpe in March 2016? So look at the photos and pick out which player that relates to. A player who scored with their first touch after coming on as a sub at Scunthorpe in a 1-1 draw in March 2016. I'm sure you can recognise them all, but do you know the answer? So as quickly as possible. 15 seconds left. I'm running out. And the answer is D. Jamal Campbell-Rice. 60th minute equalised after replacing Connor DeMeo. His first appearance in his second spell at the club. Other players are DeMeo, Bolly Ariibi, and of course Ollie Banks. So let's take a look. D. How many people put D? Most popular answer 54, and Christchurch Sparite takes over as the leader. 2 points ahead of Kevin Wagg. And then Saltergate Old Boy in 3rd place. So quickly changing at the top. Question 4. Who was the last Chesterfield player to come on as a sub at Saltergate in the final match against Bournemouth in 2010? Was it Jordan Bowery, Adam Rundle, Ishmael Demonientak, or Barry Conlon? So the last Chesterfield player to come on as a sub at Saltergate in the final match there against Bournemouth in 2010. Jordan Bowery, Adam Rundle, Ishmael Demonientak, or Barry Conlon? And 10 seconds left. Quickly get in your answer. And the answer, Adam Rundle. So how many people put Adam Rundle? Second most popular after Jordan Bowery. So leaderboard time, Saltergate Old Boy is at the top. Quite apt really, given the last question. Sammy up to 2nd place. And then the backheaders in 3rd. Bucko 44 shoots up to 4th. CSKA Pilsley, a previous winner under a different name. Westbar Sparite, early leader in 6th. Christchurch Sparite, Kevin Wagg, Reggie for POTY, and then Beachy. Let's take a quick look further down. Can you see yourself there? Moondog, the winner last week, 29th place. And is Walla Walla beating the real Dave Waller? So a number of people still to get off the mark. In fact, he is there. 104th place, the real Walla Walla. Question 5. In the 2013-14 championship season, only one of these players made appearances as a sub for the Sparites. Which one? Ian Evert, Liam Cooper, Jimmy Ryan, or Sam Morsey? So only one of those appeared as a sub for the Sparites in that 2013-14 title winning season. Ian Evert, Liam Cooper, Jimmy Ryan, or Sam Morsey. Of course, congratulations to Evo. Barrow's promotion to the EFL confirmed this evening. And 10 seconds left. And the answer, Liam Cooper made a handful of sub appearances that season. How many people put B, Liam Cooper? Only 22, catching a lot of people out that one. So let's take a look. Saltergate, Old Boy, still there. Sammy in second place. CSKA Pilsley in third. The backheaders, Bucko 44, Westbar Sparrite, Christchurch Sparrite, Kevin Wag, Shazza, and Reggie for POTY. That's the top 10 so far. Question 6. Which substitute scored Chesterfield's first ever golden goal winner at Millmoor in the LDV Trophy in 2000? Look at the photos and pick the right player. It was the player as a sub who scored the first ever golden goal winner for the Sparrites. That was at Millmoor in the LDV Trophy in 2000. So look at the photos and say A, B, C or D. Quickly get in your answer. Half the time gone now. And the answer is A. Ryan Williams came on as a sub for Michael Simpkins at the start of extra time and scored in a 4-3 win within a minute. So A was the answer. How many people put A? Most popular answer by some way, 51. So Saltergate, Old Boy still the leader. CSKA Pilsley moving up to second, and Westbar Sparrite, a two-time winner, in third place. On we go. Who's the only ever Chesterfield sub to score and then be sent off? Matty Brown, Bolly Ariibi, Manny Diaz-Revue, or Jack Lester? I can't believe I can't get Manny Diaz-Revue. Done it again. And this is water I'm drinking. The only Chesterfield sub to score and then be sent off. Matty Brown, Bolly Ariibi, Manny Diaz-Revue, or Jack Lester. I think I'm just out of practice of saying his name. So time running out. And the answer is Manny Diaz-Revue. C. At Carlisle in the Capital One Cup, August 2015, equalised to earn extra time and dismissed within 7 seconds of extra time starting. Chesterfield lost 3-1. So how many people put C? Yep, 52 going for, I'm going to say it again, just to prove I can say it, Manny Diaz-Revue. And then Bolly Ariibi getting 22 votes, 19 for Jack Lester, 18 for Matty Brown. So how does that affect things at the top? Saltergate, Old Boy is still there, and a decent lead over Westbar Sparrite, who was leader after one. Bucko 44, also doing well, 138. CSKA Pilsley, then Beachy, Sammy, Nicky Beach, Bellatrix Sparrite, Mr. Ricardo, MC Ricardo, and then the back headers. So I think we've got 3 former winners in that top 10. I think we have. So on we go. And who was the first Sparrite sub to be sent off in a league game? Shane Bradley, Bob Bloomer, Keith Rowland, or Jason Lee? So we're looking for the first Sparrite sub to be sent off in a league game. Shane Bradley, Bob Bloomer, Keith Rowland, or Jason Lee? 15 seconds left. And the answer is Bob Bloomer. December 87 against Walsall at home. 77th minute sub for Tony Coyle. Dismissed in the last minute of a 2-0 win. So how many people put B? Second most popular answer after Shane Bradley. 32 getting that right. Also 28 going for Jason Lee. So catching quite a few people out there. So is Saltergate Old Boy still at the top? Yes, by 20 points from Bucko 44. And Westbar Sparite in third. And we go with Armand Nonjouet, pictured here, having come off the bench to score a last gap 95th minute winner against which team in 2013? Was it Burton, Wimbledon, Torquay or Southend? So Armand Nonjouet came off the bench to score a last gasp 95th minute winner against which team in 2013? Either Burton, Wimbledon, Torquay or Southend. Which one was it? "15 seconds left. And the answer, Southend United. So how many people put Southend? Most popular answer, 51, but 42 going for Burton and 16 Torquay, 3 for Wimbledon. So is the leadership unchanged? Saltergate Old Boy with an 11-point lead over Westbar Spirite, who's still hanging in there. Bucko as well, doing well. Bucko 44. MC Ricardo in fourth. I Stroke to Badger, then Beachy, Bellatrix Spirite, Nicky Beach, PK and Robot Archie. Quick look further down. Sure you want to see where you are. Former winner there in Bocca Seniors. Can you see yourself? Moondog, last week's winner, in 55th place at the moment. Might be that one or two are having connection issues. I've noticed there's a few who've not answered, so perhaps some of those at the bottom have not been able to take part for whatever reason. Okay, which regular Spirite sub am I? Look at the clues coming up and tell us whether it's Steve Wilkinson, Steve Gorn, Roger Willis or Ian Dunn. So look at the clues, but don't wait till right to the end. Unless you've got no clue, of course. There is some time left at the end. Join the club from Peterborough and rejoin them 5 years later. And the final clue, better known as Harry. So quickly get in your answer. Who am I? Time running out. And the answer is Roger Willis. So how many people put C? Yep, 53 of you getting. I'm sure that clinched it. The Harry clue, but I'm sure many would have known about Peterborough as well. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. Saltergate Old Boy is still there. MC Ricardo in second. Bellatrix Spirite, our only female winner of the Spirites quiz so far, moving up to third place. Then Westbar Spirite, two-time winner. On we go. And who became the first Chesterfield sub to score in his league debut at Peterborough United in November 1990? Scott Cordner, Steve Williams, Charlie Boyd or Warren Hawke? First sub for the Spirites to score on their league debut. That came in 1990 at Peterborough. Scott Cordner, Steve Williams, Charlie Boyd or Warren Hawke? And 15 seconds remain, so quickly get in your answer. Time running out to do so. And the answer is Scott Cordner. So how many people put Scott Cordner? Only 21. 51 going for Steve Williams. And 21 for Warren Hawke. So that could have changed things a little. Saltergate Old Boy now with just a 4-point lead at the top. PK is doing well. And then Bucko 44 in third place within touching distance of the top. Kevin Wagg as well coming back. MC Ricardo, Bellatrix Lasparite, Westbar Sparite, Beachy, South Normo Sparite, and Nikki Beach. That's the top 10. Okay, who is this coming on as a sub for his Sparite's debut at Northampton in January 2010? Danny Hall, David Sommer, Danny Boschel, or Frankie Artus? So look at the photo and can you name that sub coming on to make his debut at Northampton in 2010? Danny Hall, David Sommer, Danny Boschel, or Frankie Artus? And 15 seconds left. And the answer is Frankie Artus, who replaced Derek Niven in a goalless draw. Many people put D. Yeah, most popular answer, but only just ahead of David Sommer. Also, 19 going for Danny Hall and 11 for Danny Boschel. So, is Saltergate Old Boy still our leader? Yes, by 20 points from Westbar Sparite, who isn't giving up. MC Ricardo in third. On to question 13. Who was the first Chesterfield sub ever to score from the penalty spot? Was it Shane Nicholson, Lee Turnbull, Derek Niven, or Steve Norris? First Sparite sub ever to score from the penalty spot. Shane Nicholson, Lee Turnbull, Derek Niven, or Steve Norris? And 15 seconds left. Quickly get in your answer. And the answer is Lee Turnbull in a 2-2 draw at Torquay in October 92. So how many people put B? 53 getting that right. So approximately half the amount. Take a look. Leaderboard. Saltergate Old Boy still there. 23 points ahead of MC Ricardo. Then it's PK, Bucko 44, Robot Archie, Westbar Sparite, Bellatrix Lasparite, No Clue, Beachy, and Sammy. That's the top 10. Quick look further down. Moondog, last week's winner, 43rd place tonight so far. Phil Tooley's sub dropping down the table after a decent start. Walla Walla, Dunk Fletch, 89. The real Walla Walla, 84th place tonight. And further down we go. Might be that one or two struggling for connection at the bottom. Let's move on. So, okay, who was the first Sparite sub ever to score 2 goals in a league match? Was it Phil Walker, Alan Crawford, Dave Windridge, or Steve Kamak? First Sparite sub ever to score 2 goals in a league match. Phil Walker, Alan Crawford, Dave Windridge, or Steve Kamak? 15 seconds remain. And the answer is Dave Windridge in a 3-0 win over Fulham in September 81. So how many people put C? 31. Fractionally behind Phil Walker. And then 23 going for Kamak, 20 for Crawford. So very even spread of answers there, or fairly even. Let's take a look. Saltergate, Old Boy, has been at the top for some time now. Still there, but only 4 points to difference. PK in hot pursuit, followed by Bucko 44, then MC Ricardo and Sammy. CSKA Pilsley, a previous winner. Kevin Wag, Robert Archie, Westbar Sparite, South Normo Sparite. So very tight at the top. Question 15, Jamie Burt pictured coming on as an 89th minute sub in what was his last ever appearance of the Sparrites in the first home league game of Roy McFarlane's reign. Who were the opponents that day in a game that ended 1-1? Was it Plymouth, Bristol City, Barnsley or Notts County? Remember, if you have jumped the gun, make sure that your answer has registered. Quite a lengthy question to read out, so if you've read it quickly and then answered, just make sure that your choice has registered. So Jamie Burt, his last ever appearance of Sparrites against Plymouth, Bristol City, Barnsley or Notts County, and 15 seconds remain. And the answer is Bristol City replaced Glyn Hurst in his only appearance under McFarland. Slightly the most popular answer. Only one in it, though, from Plymouth Argyle. So has that changed the leadership? Saltergate, Old Boy, 4 points ahead of PK. And then Bucko, 44. So I think that's unchanged at the top. Okay, on which ground have Sparrats subs bagged a brace on 2 different occasions? Valley Parade, Gay Meadow, Hewish Park or Roots Hall? So a ground when Sparrats subs have bagged a brace on 2 different occasions. Valley Parade, Gay Meadow, Hewish Park or Roots Hall? And 15 seconds remain. And the answer, Hewish Park. So both Adam Smith and Jay O'Shea bagged braces at Yeovil Towns as subs. So how many people put C? Second most popular answer after Valley Parade, and then 23 going for Roots Hall, 17 for Gay Meadow. So once again, real spread of answers, which might have made a difference at the top. Let's take a look. And the new leader, former winner as well, CSKA Pilsley, takes over at the top, 8 points ahead of Saltergate Old Boy. PK in third, Bucko 44, Sammy, Kevin Wag, South Normo Sparrite, Westbar Sparrite, Bellatricler Sparrite, and No Clue. That's the top 10 going into the final few questions. Okay, the first time 2 Chesterfield subs scored in the same game was in a 3-1 win against Brentford in 2004. Who were the 2 sub scorers that day? Cham Montoya and Caleb Folan. Caleb Folan and Wayne Allison. Wayne Allison and Mark DeBolla, or Mark DeBolla and Cham Montoya. Again, just to warn you, if you've jumped the gun, make sure that your choice has registered. Quite a lengthy question plus choices, so make sure that you've not done yourself out some points. Cham Montoya and Caleb Folan and Wayne Allison and Mark DeBolla and Cham Montoya. 15 seconds left. quickly get your answer in. And the answer, Chaman Toya and Caleb Folan. So, yeah, most popular answer. So, is Mr. Pilsley still at the top after taking over the leadership from Saltergate Old Boy? Yes, CSKA Pilsley. The 14-point lead over PK. South Normo Sparite. There, Sammy, Kevin Wag. TBCFC 91 and Saltergate Old Boy for so long the leader, dropping down to 7th, and Reggie for POTY, Bucko 44 and Newton Spyrite. That's the top 10. On to question 18. Who is this German-born trialist coming on as a sub in a 2008 pre-season friendly against Sheffield Wednesday? Lasana Sidibe, Christopher Tadrosa, Gavin Rothery or Akwasi Ajuro? So look at the photo. Can you name that German-born trialist who came on as a sub in a 2008 pre-season friendly against Wednesday? Lasana Sidibe, Christopher Tadrosa, Gavin Rothery or Akwasi Ajuro? And 15 seconds left. And the answer is Akwasi Ajuro. So how many people put D? Yeah, most popular answer with 40. Leaderboard time. CSKA Pilsley with a 7-point lead over South Normo Sparite. Then PK in 3rd. So has CSKA Pilsley timed their run to perfection, taking over the leadership in the closing stages of tonight's quiz? Penultimate question. Who was the first Chesterfield sub to appear in a competitive game at the B2Net Stadium? Was it Ian Morris, Scott Bowden, Scott Griffiths or Jordan Bowery? First Sparite sub to appear in a competitive game at the B2Net. Ian Morris, Scott Bowden, Scott Griffiths or Jordan Bowery? And 15 seconds remain. Quickly get your answer in. And the answer is Scott Griffiths replaced Ian Morris against Barnet. So how many people put C? Yeah, most popular answer 36. And the leaderboard shows CSKA Pilsley with an 18-point lead going into the final question over PK and then TBCFC 91. South Normo Sparite, Kevin Wag. That's the top 5. So I'll warn you now, the last question is another one with multiple clues in that video format. So you'll see the handwriting and you need to get in your answer as quickly as possible. So as soon as you know, then put in your answer. This could be a real clincher. Let's take a look at the final question. So who am I? Greg Walker, Paul Ivy, Nigel Thrower or Colin Ross? Look at the clues in the video. So Greg Walker, Paul Ivy, Nigel Thrower or Colin Ross. Went on to play in Sweden was the final clue. So quickly get your answer in. Tough one. I'm sure you'll agree. Time running out to get in your answer. And the answer, Paul Ivy. So how many people put Paul Ivy? B. Most popular answer with 39, 22 each for Greg Walker and Nigel Thrower. 17 for Colin Ross. So CSKA Pilsley was the leader going into that final question, and now we can reveal the final leaderboard, and we're going to start as we do with the top three. Starting off in third place tonight, TBCFC 91. In second place is PK, and tonight's winner of the Spyrites quiz is CSKA Pilsley. Well done. Sure, we can say that a two-time winner won a few weeks ago under a different name, but I'm sure we know who that is. So we're going to say a two-time winner now, CSKA Pilsley. Well done to you. The second two-time winner, pretty sure, West Bar Spyrite, the first to do that. Take a look. The top 10, Kevin Wagg in fourth place, South Normo Spyrite, West Bar Spyrite, Sammy, Saltergate Old Boy, ADI Gord, and Reggie for POTY. MC Ricardo just outside the top 10. Newton Spyrite, and then Bucko 44, who was in real contention at one point. Christchurch Spyrite, regular player. Bellatrix La Spyrite, former winner. Owen CFC, also there. The Backheaders, Owen CFC, of course, also a former winner. And further down we go. Won't read everybody out. Phil Tooley's sub, doing well, 29th place. You will be able to look on the YouTube channel to see exactly where you've ended up. Moondog, last week's winner, in 55th place, so not Moondog's night tonight. So over 100 people playing, so thanks very much for joining us in the face of competition from Premier League football live on TV. So great to see so many people still sticking with us. We'll continue for as long as you want us. Of course, the restrictions easing gradually. Might get to some point where we see the numbers severely drop off. So at that point we'd have to make a decision. But for the time being, we'll still be continuing with the quizzes. And right to the bottom, I think one or two people there struggling for connection. So congratulations once again to CSKA Pilsley, who wins a £10 voucher for the Club Superstore. A reminder about this weekend's quizzes for the kids. Chester's quiz from 11 AM on Saturday. Then we have the Fun Family quiz from around 5 PM on Sunday. So hopefully you can join us for one of those. A reminder about couple of things before we go as well. Click and collect service returns tomorrow, so you can collect orders placed online. There's a table that'll be sited by the West 5 entrance from 11 AM to 1 PM. That's for online orders only, so no returns or exchanges or purchases. Keep an eye on the club website for details about when the Club Superstore will reopen. Also, a reminder about Saturday's YouTube premiere. That's the JPT win against Swindon. You're going to have the full match and all the build-up and the post-match as well. So something to look forward to. That's our YouTube channel from 3 PM. Thanks once again to Phil Tooley for providing some excellent questions once again. And also thanks to Tina Jenner. Some of her photos will have been included. And also, I'm just having a quick glance at the YouTube channel, and Angela asking any news on away kits yet. Sadly not. Still waiting to find out the delivery date for the away kits. The home ones are in, but still waiting on the away kits. And also, Phil, I see, says that next week's Quiz 13 is a disappointment and disaster special. So we'll look forward to that one. Hope you can join us same time next week. So from around 8 o'clock on Wednesday evening. If not, if you can't join us then, remember the Fun Family quiz at 5 p.m. on Sunday. So thanks very much for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for your company, and we'll speak soon. In the meantime,